Well, prynawn da. It's wonderful to see all of you here today, and it's a privilege to be in Swansea, in this iconic location, to kick off the most important election campaign in the history of the Senedd. And I do want to thank again Phil Lake, our host, for hosting this event. Let's give him a round of applause. I also want to say a huge thank you to Lyndon and the Welsh Conservative board, who, let me tell you, they work their socks off on a voluntary basis to make change happen in Wales. So thank you, Lyndon, for all that you are doing, along with your fellow board members. And of course, the inimitable Mims Davis, doing a fantastic job as our Shadow Secretary of State for Wales, leading our hard-working Welsh Conservative team in Westminster, working closely with Olivia Bloomfield and Byron Davies in the Lords, and the brilliant Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party, our next Prime Minister. And that time cannot come soon enough, the time for change. And that's why we're working so hard to get our Conservative gospel out to the people across this country. The good news that there is change that can be effected this May. And Tom Gifford and his team are doing a fantastic job in this part of the world, in and around Swansea. We appreciate you, Tom, and we're going to get you back to that Senedd in May. And of course, we're all backed up as candidates, and it's great to see so many candidates here, by the brilliant team that we've got in CCHQ Wales as well, led by Kate Vaughan, who we really appreciate. Where is she, Kate? She's hiding somewhere. Always in the background, right? But doing a fantastic job with some great people. Let's give them a round of applause too. So friends, I see before me today a group of people who love Wales and want it to be a better place. Look around you as we stand in this Meridian Tower, the tallest building in Wales. From this height, the horizon isn't a limit, it's an invitation to a new beginning. You can see the sweep of Swansea Bay, you can see some of our industrial heartlands, and the sheer unbridled potential of a nation that has been held back for far too long. Because for 27 years, we have been governed by people who are afraid of heights. While we stand here reaching for the stars, Labour, Plaid and the Liberal Democrats have spent 3 decades staring at the floor, managing decline, making excuses and telling us all that Wales simply cannot achieve what other nations do. But this tower, dear friends, epitomises our Welsh Conservative ambition for the future of our country. It is bold, it's resilient, and it refuses to be overshadowed. That's the Wales that I see. A Wales that stops settling for the bottom of the league tables and starts climbing to the very top. But we've got to be honest. To reach new heights, we have to recognise how deep the hole is that Labour and their sidekicks have dug for us. And after 27 years of Labour rule, Wales isn't working. Our NHS is failing. People are waiting in pain for years for the treatment and operations that they need. Our emergency departments are at breaking point, and thousands have died and come to harm as a result. Our education system is struggling. Violent incidents in classrooms have been on the rise. Teacher morale is at rock bottom, and Wales is at the bottom of the UK league table, failing the very generation that we all need to build the future. And our economy is being choked. Choked by a Welsh Labour government that treats hard-working families like cash cows and every small business like a vending machine. They've wasted your money on 20-mile-an-hour signs. They've frittered away millions on mini embassies in exotic locations. And now they've forced through 36 more politicians in Cardiff Bay. It's the only job creation scheme they've ever created. It's true. Which give more voices for them, while the voices of the people of Wales are ignored. But of course, Labour has not inflicted this damage on Wales by itself. They've been aided and abetted by their friends in Plaid Cymru. Plaid is a divisive party, a party whose every decision is influenced by their ultimate aim, to rip Wales from our United Kingdom. Let me tell you, this destructive duopoly must end this May. Yeah. And that is precisely why we are all here in this room, in this beautiful location, in this iconic building. We're not here just to launch our campaign. We're here as part of our rescue mission for this country. Now, friends, I know that people across Wales are angry. They're fed up. And I understand why some have been tempted to try something new. But I have a very simple message for anyone today thinking of voting for reform. Don't gamble with the future of Wales. Don't play Russian roulette. We have a new voting system at this election, a proportional system where every single vote really does count. And a vote for reform doesn't send a message, it sends a Labour or Plaid MS to the Senedd. Yes. If you split the anti-Labour Plaid vote, you are just handing the keys of the Senedd and the Welsh Government back to the extremists. Yeah. You're going to give Plaid and Labour 4 more years. 4 more years to tax your cars, to hike your bills, to ignore our farmers and to destroy our country. Reform cannot fix Wales. They are a protest, not a plan. So if you want a government that is ready to lead from day one, if you want a party that has the experience, the team and the passion to actually deliver and effect real positive change, then there's only one choice at this election. Don't risk more Labour and Plaid failure by voting reform. Vote Welsh Conservative to get the job done. Yeah. And why do I say this? Well, because the Welsh Conservatives are the only party with a credible plan to get Wales working. We'll put more money back into people's pockets. We'll deliver a 1p cut in the basic rate of income tax. That's £450 for the average hard-working family. Money for the weekly shop, not the government's pet projects. We'll back our high streets. We'll scrap those business rates for small firms. We want Swansea, Rhyl, Haverfordwest and Wrexham to be hubs of commerce and enterprise, not full of empty shops. And we will declare a health emergency immediately upon taking office. No more talk. We're going to focus on ending corridor care, cutting waiting lists and supporting the frontline NHS staff that work so hard day in, day out. And we'll offer a new deal to our students. Because if you study medicine and teaching and commit to Wales, then Wales should commit to you by refunding your tuition fees if you work for our public services for 5 years. And we will end this nonsense of a war on motorists. We will scrap those default 20-mile-an-hour speed limits. We will deliver, finally, that M4 relief road. We will. And we'll upgrade the A55. We'll dual the A40. And we will fix those potholes that are blighting our country left, right and centre. And we'll put more money into people's pockets. Look, you cannot grow an economy if you cannot move around. We understand that, and that's why we want to get these things done. So friends, as we leave this tower today, as we head out onto the campaign trail, remember why we're here. We're here for the family in Port Talbot that's worried about their job. We're here for the pensioner in Conway that's waiting years for their hip operation. We're here for the young person in the valleys who wants to stay in Wales but feels that they have to leave in order to succeed. The choice on the 7th of May is a fork in the road. People can choose more of the same, more decline with Labour and Plaid. You can choose a wasted protest vote with Reform, or you can choose the Welsh Conservatives, a party that believes that Wales has no limits. Now, the new electoral system means that no party is likely to win an overall majority. So people have been asking me, what deals will you do after those elections? Well, let me make one thing absolutely clear. The only deal I'm interested in is a deal with the people of Wales. If you vote Welsh Conservative, you'll get Welsh Conservative representatives in the Senedd, and we will deliver those Welsh Conservative policies to change Wales. Declaring that health emergency to save our NHS, improving standards in our schools, backing family firms and our family farms, investing in our roads, getting rid of the 20-mile-an-hour default speed limit, and cutting taxes to fire up our economy. We're standing for these elections because we want to get Wales working. So let's fix Wales and get Wales working by encouraging everybody, everywhere, to vote Welsh Conservative on the 7th of May. Thank you.